Hi guys and welcome to my channel, and on this channel will be wrestling videos, fun kind of adventure videos, and just fun things away from my beauty channel. So I hope that you subscribe and like the content, and quite a lot of this will be wrestling related. So if you're into that or you just want to be supportive, then please subscribe. I would love that. And let me know when you do subscribe. Just tweet me. I'll leave my information down below. And you know, I'll follow your channel or I'll check out your channel, whatever you have. I'll read it or watch it, whatever. It's good to support each other, I guess. I have tons of notes from Raw.
What I want to do is do a video after Raw, just kind of going through some of the key points, give my thoughts on Raw, and then if there's a pay-per-view, kind of coming up my feelings towards that pay-per-view. But I think for WrestleMania, I am going to do a separate video for that because I do want to watch SmackDown main event quite closely, which is
Raw.
on this week. So yeah,
I do have a few questions from you guys. I did ask out on Twitter, and I'll get to them at the end. So basically, oh god, I don't know where to start with this Raw. It was not fantastic at all. I always think of the kind of Raw before WrestleMania as the ultimate time to build it up and to be something good, and it was just like the complete opposite. It was more filler than anything, which sucked so much. And I'm just keeping an eye on my Twitter because I know that the first conference is starting soon.
Okay, I'm going to try to keep these videos to like a minimum of like 10-15 minutes. I don't want to be too long a video or too short a video either, you know. So we'll just keep going. I'm good at stumbling.
So it opened with The Undertaker, and it took him 2 minutes to get to the ring this time, not 10. It's a bit of a joke among wrestling fans that he does take a long time to get to the ring. And it's the same thing with Randy Orton. Actually, he takes his time as well. For God's sake, like pick up the pace. You know, he was kind of going on about their match and streak, and he was saying that there was like 3 things in life that you can't avoid, and I don't think they were. He did say that you can't avoid debt, taxes, and the streak. So something along those lines anyway. He's kind of going on, and then Lesnar and Heyman did interrupt him, and Lesnar kind of stalked the ring for a bit, and then he went in and F5'd him, all this kind of stuff. It was kind of okay. It wasn't fantastic. So I'll give my opinions on all of the feuds and stuff going into WrestleMania on later on in the week. The United States Championship belt or the IC belt are not going in a match on WrestleMania. Maybe I'm dumb. Are they? I don't know. I'm really struggling with wrestling the last while. Anyways, we had Big E versus ADR. That was an okay match. They're 2 fantastic wrestlers, so I kind of feel a bit sorry for them, but kind of hits and misses here and there. I love Del Rio's big kicks. I just think he's so good. I love Big E's kind of strength and stuff as well. I really like the wrestlers, and I just feel bad for them all sometimes. Yeah, like I said, it was an okay match. ADR got the win, which was a bit of a shock. We had then, I'm going to kind of go through the matches. We had Summer Rae versus Natalya. Now if you watch Total Divas, then you'll know that they haven't really been getting on too well. Natalya doesn't like her. All the bitching and catfighting going on. Basically Natalya slapped her inside her house. So it was kind of funny to me that Natalya lost, and if you're watching next week's Total Divas, basically Natalya needs surgery on her nose after a fight with Summer, after that slap, from Summer. So it's funny that Summer Rae got the win with a kick to the face. Then we had Triple H and Stephanie come out and trolling us as per usual. They wanted to stop the Yes Movement, which is us, I guess. They've given Daniel Bryan the night off to kind of rest up for WrestleMania, and then she showed this kind of video package which was in honor of Triple H. My god, if I can find it on YouTube I will link it down below. It is trolling us. It is so damn good. That was just the video package to rule the world for the moment. It was just fantastic, and she narrated it, and it was just awesome. It was so brilliant. Then Batista came out, and then Orton came out, and their match was made in a disqualification match that was happening later on in the night. It was okay. Like kind of feel like a big pull towards Orton and Batista. So yeah, I just kind of go when I'm watching.
Yeah, then we had the Usos and Los Matadores defeating the Real Americans and Ryback. So quite a strange match. It wasn't that bad, I guess. I just don't really understand. Like, I just don't understand them using some tag teams, and oh my god, confused. It was a strange ending. Kind of confusing. I kind of blinked and missed it, if I'm being honest. I was around it on a break, and it was like Los Matadores on like a switcheroo. Whenever I say their name, I thought that's Matadores. Like Arnold Schwarzenegger in Jamaica. That sounded almost Jamaican. Oh my god.
Then we had the Sandow and Fandango versus Rhodes Brothers. That actually wasn't a bad match at all. There was no kind of like heat or anything. There's no feud really there. I liked
Cody Rhodes
it.
is fantastic, and so is Dustin. But I'm saying Cody is incredible.
Had
really
R-Truth with Xavier Woods the ringside versus Bray Wyatt, who had Harper and Rowan. But basically, I was a bit confused at the booking, but then they did have a match before and it wasn't that bad. It was kind of like Bray Wyatt was all over R-Truth. It was fantastic. He got the win with the Sister Abigail, and then they done their usual like they stand. He kind of goes onto the ground kneeling almost, and then he has like the two behind him, and it's kind of dark with just a spotlight on them, and then like you're kind of like looking at it for a second going, okay, next, or at break, you know, we're gonna get a demo of the WWE Network again, you know, and then all of a sudden this mask, goat mask or whatever kind of animal it is, mask comes in between Rowan and Harper and just kind of like tilts its head to the side like that. It was creepy. And it was like John Cena, but in overalls. I swear to God, it was probably the best thing Cena has done in years. Maybe not years, but it was probably the best thing he's done since his match with Daniel Bryan last year. So thumbs up for that part. It was just really, really good. I was like, whoa. Then he had like a bit of a 2-minute interview with Renee Young backstage. I swear, like, it was just like boom. I was hyped. I was like jiggling, and well, not jiggling, but I was kind of like, I'm awake right now. This is like what, ridiculous o'clock in the morning over here, and I'm wide awake because of Cena. It was just really, really good.
Number 2 match was Naomi versus AJ, and it was just, I feel so bad for the divas. I feel so bad for them. Like, what are they supposed to do? They're not given a lot to work with. I don't even think AJ gives a crap anymore. I just don't know what to kind of think at all. If Naomi went outside, the Lumberjills didn't really touch her. If AJ did, and they were like all over her, and then Tamina tried to stop them, and then they all brawled. I see such potential with the Divas division. I just don't know why they're not working on it to make it better. I don't know if Total Divas is helping them or hindering them. I just can't tell you. But Naomi got the win with Review. I love that move. I wish I could do that. Back my ass up. Oh God. Enough. Then we had
Kane versus one member of the Shield, and I think Roman Reigns got 80% of the vote. It was actually it was a win for Kane with a no DQ, I think. I have to be honest with you, I missed like the ending of it, well, kind of the ending of the match, because I was making a cup of tea. I'm sorry, but was I making tea or something? I don't know what I was doing, but basically that thing he does on the outside where he kicks them is incredible. His Superman punch is incredible. His spear is incredible. I love that he does the triple power bomb. There are some things that he just needs to work on, like when he's doing a singles match. I do think he's still a little bit weak on his own, whereas I can watch Rollins all day. Dean Ambrose I can watch for a while, I guess, yeah, but Rollins is my fave. It was decent enough, and then the New Age Outlaws and the Shield kind of had their... Then we had Piper's Pit. I love Piper's Pit, and I was disappointed that it was basically a promo for the Andre the Giant Memorial Royal Rumble spin-off type of thing at the weekend. The Miz came out, Titus O'Neil came out, Dolph Ziggler came out. Well, I love Dolph, so that's okay, but it was just like a brawl, and it was rubbish, basically. Kind of almost like a waste of Piper, like, what, really? And then we had the main event, which was which was a no disqualification match between Batista and Borton, aka Randy Orton and Dave Batista, aka The Situation in Jersey Shore. It was okay. There were some spots where it was okay, I can't lie, what made the match bearable was Triple H and Stephanie on commentary. She was selling everything, I guess, all the shots with the stick and all that crap. And then literally out of nowhere, Daniel Bryan came and attacked Triple H, and it was like messy. Orton threw him into the stairs, and it was just like chaos. Seriously was chaos. What impressed me, well, I won't say impressed me, but was kind of funny was Batista's spear to Orton. That was actually probably the best thing he's done since he's come back. It was like hard out spear, but I still think his spears are kind of off. It's kind of like he has them to the side and not to the, I don't know, it just looks weird, but it was still quite good. And then Daniel Bryan kicked him to the face, and it was just basically cleared the ring, and then like just stood on the second ring and was like yes, and the whole crowd was going. And that image of him kind of doing this and the crowd doing it behind, like every person, thousands of people doing it behind him, that is just, for me, it was like it's randomly doing it, was bomb.com awesome. Oh, I never say bomb.com. What is my life? But it was just awesome. It really,
yeah, it was
really
awesome.
was.
So I definitely give Raw maybe 5, 6 out of 10. Nothing spectacular, more fill than anything. I want to answer questions I've asked.
NJ17 asked me what was my first favourite wrestler. I do believe my first favourite wrestler was either Roddy Piper or Bret Hart. I was a true Bret Hart fan. I had all the gear when I was a kid. I had the glasses and I had t-shirts, all sorts of stuff, and I was obsessed. So for me, I grew up with the 80s wrestling into Attitude Era, into this PG reality stuff, so I've kind of been there for a good lot. I also was a huge fan of Razor Ramon. I was also a massive fan of the Dudley Boys. So I'm 30, so I can kind of go back a good amount. My favorite wrestler at the moment would be Seth Rollins. I did say on the podcast I was on at the weekend, Daniel Bryan. I do absolutely love Daniel Bryan as well, but Rollins, for me, I've watched him for like the last 3 years intently, and I just think he is such a future star. So I say Seth Rollins, but I do mean Daniel Bryan as well. And yeah, my dream match with any wrestler, oh god, CM Punk versus Roddy Piper. That would be awesome. That would be awesome, actually. But that's one of my dream matches. I could have for 20 for you. Good friend Richard from Wrestling News Source asked me, how did I start watching wrestling? What's my story? I don't really remember how I started watching wrestling. I guess it was through the telly. But I just loved it. I just thought it was different, and my sister and I loved it. My brother, when he was born, he was really into it. He isn't so much now, he's a UFC guy, but we just loved it. It was entertaining, and it was just, I don't know, really awesome and exciting. Back then anyway, it was just like always brilliant. That's my story. I just love wrestling. I just love that it's different. I love the physicality of it. I love the storylines. I do think that nowadays the storylines are superior to the actual wrestling, which is a shame, and it's kind of, WWE sometimes has too much story, not enough wrestling, so you know, can't win. Anyways, I also just want to give like a tiny bit of a shout out to like everyone that I talk to through Raw, through any kind of pay-per-view, anything. I'm so thankful to be able to kind of talk to loads of awesome people. I was on a podcast, my first ever podcast, on Sunday. I will link it down below. It was so much fun. I was really nervous, and I kind of didn't talk, like, I didn't say as much as I wanted to say, but I was just really nervous. It was brilliant. So I urge you to check it out and to get in touch with the guys and see if you can feature on their podcast, because they are open to anyone having a shot. I know they're booked up until June, I think, so just ask. There could be cancellation. So yeah, just let me know what you think of this video in the comments, or tweet me, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.
Oh god. I guess I'm nervous before I film. I'm just in my bedroom like, why? I can't wait to dye my hair on Sunday. Can't wait. On Sunday? What? On Thursday. AJ's engaged. So what? If I can finish it up, DM Punk chants need to stop. Imagine like if Punk came back at WrestleMania. I actually don't know if I would be excited about that.